tell us a little bit what Velox do.
So Velox is a development platform built for capital markets. Essentially what we do is we license that technology to capital markets institutions, allow developers to build on top of it around existing legacy applications, build new ones, or Velox will build on behalf of a client and deliver those services.
Matt, John was on the panel earlier on today. Tell us some of the key takeaways that you took from his talk.
Sure. I mean, the biggest takeaway is the growing trend of buy and build, the theme of our conference here. We're seeing many firms buying what they need off the shelf, but more and more traction in the application development software space. The biggest takeaway is it feels like we're going to still have the same challenges. The biggest one is really centered around data and how that data is ingested into the systems that are used today by financial institutions and what that means for the future.
It's superb. And in terms of the industry at large, we're seeing lots of change at the moment. It's an era of significant change and opportunity. Tell us what some of the key themes that you're seeing in the industry at the moment.
Sure. I mean, some of the biggest changes that we're seeing from our perspective, a lot more engagement with clients, building with clients. Traditionally, we have built for clients, but we've seen this new hybrid model kind of develop where we sit side by side with developers, we help train them and do work with them and kind of integrate into their teams to deliver software.
Outstanding. Have you got a prediction for the industry over the next couple of years? I imagine AI dominates that, but tell us what your predictions will be.
Sure. AI does dominate, but AI on guardrails. Again, we go back to talking about how data is ingested and what AI can do for us, but I think that there's still a lot that we need to understand about AI on guardrails, even within a financial institution and what that means. The next 5 years, I think that we're going to see massive leaps, and honestly, who even knows where really go with the AI stuff.
I totally agree. And if you're sat there and you're building your team and you're looking to hire, what's one of the key characteristics that you think are really important to see in people at the moment?
Sure, great question. I mean, the biggest thing that I look for is that entrepreneurial spirit, the go-getter, someone who's not afraid to take risks and kind of operate on their own, doesn't need a lot of guidance on things, is ready to take some chances on things and kind of see how things develop. Another important aspect of that too, I look for people that like to build relationships. This is a very relationship-driven business, so it's great if you are able to build those relationships, maintain them, grow them, but really the thing I ultimately look for is that entrepreneurial spirit, that someone can go-getter, ready to get something done.
I think it's even more important as we talk about with the advent of AI at the same time as well. If you're there and you're giving yourself some advice, the young Matt Rafalski sat there impressionable, just getting into the industry, what's the one golden bit of advice that you give them?
Sure. I mean, don't be afraid. Like I said, I practice what I preach. Take those chances. Be entrepreneurial. Don't always ask for permission. Sometimes ask for forgiveness. Those would be some of the things that I'd want myself to know 10, 15 years ago.